Hey, man, welcome to the edition of Sit Down Uptown, man. It's Sit Down Uptown. We chop up the comedians who come rock Uptown Comedy Corner. I'm your host and owner of Uptown Comedy Corner, Angelo. And tonight we have a special guest, man. Guy I've known, man, throughout my comedy time frame. You know what I mean? So it's great to see him here, man. We got Cory Miller. Cory, Zooman.
And I'm Walter Cronkite. This table make me want to take the straight up journalist.
The stance your position is powerful right now.
Like I got something to say to the world they need to know right now. We just found out Donald Trump farted in downtown Atlanta. News at 11. I mean, they might as well. They tell us everything.
Well, there you go. Yeah, we know how this is going to go tonight, man. Good to see you, brother.
I have no filter for how they come out my head. That's what I'm trying to work on. I just asked somebody about getting a therapist. Not that I want to know what they think. I just want to hear somebody. Sometimes you got to pay people. Everybody else be faking you out with that. I got to go. Like, let me get somebody $30. Listen to this.
Yeah, you might not want to pay that therapist.
Nah,
$30. You don't know what you're going to get.
It's on Groupon.
It's on Groupon. But that
It look good. The commercial look good on there. I'm doing it. What's the worst? I lose $30. I'll be a little more depressed.
Hilarious. Hey, man, we got Zooman in the house, man. Good to see you, brother. You know what I mean?
My good sir.
So, Zoo, I usually start backwards, but I just want to start with you real quick. So, tell us real briefly, man, your Uptown Comedy Corner experience from day one.
Jeez, from day one?
Yeah, man.
The first day I see Uptown Comedy Corner, it starts because me and Earthquake are at the Comedy Act Theater, and we're not getting on like we would like to, like, meaning at all. They just some kind of way, man. They keep going, piling through people in me. So Quake standing against the wall. We say, hey, man, come on me right quick. Go out, jump in the white Jetta. Drive up to Buckhead. Takes me into Uptown. It ain't nothing in it yet. It's gutted. It's still being put together. It was like, this where the new club gonna be at. I was like, it's a new club. But to have a comic come from I was just about to get on stage, right? It was like, let me take the time to show you this ain't gonna be forever like this. And that's literally what it did. It did open up another lane for comics who wasn't getting no time at the one club. Okay. It made one club become two clubs, and now you got to do better. Because it's competition now.
Right.
Sometimes they didn't want us to go up to Uptown. I'm trying to get the stage time. Get out of here, yo. I ain't got time for that.
Right.
I come early, get my set in the Comedy Act, and then see ya. I'm up Peachtree with the hurrysome. But as far as it starts there and it ends at here, but with so many incarnations of the name through the city, it's a staple in Atlanta if you think about comedy. The name stands for decades. People will come in and be like, yo, we went to It's been in several locations, but the name holds.
Right.
The name holds because people remember the comics they saw at whatever location being born in Atlanta.
That's right.
In these clubs. So it helped open up and keep alive something that the one that started it couldn't, right? As the Comedy Act Theater comes to the end of its run, who would have picked up anything if there wasn't nothing else?
Right.
We would have just been stuck, right? All right.
Yeah.
So, like, no matter where and what building it moves to, it's still a spirit of who's our dopest? Let's come sharpen these tools.
Gotcha.
And so, if nothing, I've always used it for that. Once I got on the radio at V103, I became the house MC. House MCs was one person hosts all week. Nobody else. Ain't no, unless they can't come or can't make it. This the house MC. Quake was the house MC. When Quake wasn't there, right before I go to LA, I become the house MC, and it's in tandem with being on the radio. So it was a good, lovely relationship that really let me grow up enough to go to LA. If we talking about a dojo, Uptown is my dojo where I learned how to do these so I could go to LA.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's always a connection to it. It's your original place where you, it's where I earn my bones, you know? I tell you, I came in this freaking business, I'm a teenager, I'm snotty nose, I'm like, Paulie, give me something to do. I say, hey, I do comedy. I'm not sticking people with a freaking ice pick. What do you mean?
Right.
I'm funny. I got dreams. I got dreams, Manny.
That's good stuff, man. It's good history real quick. So I want to start there, man. But now let's take our trip backwards. Now let's go backwards, man. Yeah.
Back into time.
Let's take a trip backwards, man. Let's learn a little bit more about the young Cory Miller, man. Let's learn about growing up, where you originally from, man. What growing up like a kid was like for you.
New Jersey. Moving a lot. Yeah, about every 3 years. That's a good time to move. So I'm learning all the different regions, black neighborhoods, white neighborhoods. In a young me time, I'm really figuring out, I guess, how to be funny as a social mechanism.
Okay.
It's more of a everybody else got something I don't. I'm funny though. It wasn't even focusing like I want to be a comic and I just was funny.
Okay.
I knew how to do characters, do Richard Pryor characters. Well, an old man sit outside the barber shop. You know, that's for most comics in my generation, that's a have to. You come in through that holy grail, and then you work your way around to see what you could do with it. But comedy was always there, I guess, from Richard Pryor to whoever was next to whoever was next. I'm drenched in that, always. In Jersey, we had Rascals Comedy Club.
Okay.
And local television ran that. I'm in high school watching it. Now, man, I'm in high school watching Bud from the Improv. You know, with little spectacles.
Yeah.
I'm watching him on TV. Fast forward, I'm hosting there. I'm like, yo, am I used to watch this on TV?
That's crazy, right?
Yo, a great deal of this whole entire ride is crazy to me. I was 2 pounds when I was born, if you really talking about going back. 2 pounds when I was born.
Really?
2 pounds. The doctors told my mother that neither of us was leaving the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. Mom said she woke up on the table and pastor was there from the church. She said, I don't know what you're doing here. It's like, well, kind of said that it might not be. Me and my mom here. They said if I do live, I'll be short and retarded.
Is that right?
Yeah. I'm not short. I mean, they ain't always right.
You're right.
Sometimes, a little bit.
That's a heck of a story, though.
You know what's a crazier story? They gave my mother formula. My mom's still recovering, so the lady at the church back then in the 70s, the church ladies come and rally around these type situations. So I'm at Mama Waters' house being taken care of. And every week my mother said she's still recovering, got to still work. It's the 70s. She's bringing formula. She say, sit over there on the table. And she's like, all right, all right. Next week she come, sit it over there on the table. Last week was still over there. 4 weeks later, all this food's still over there. This baby formula from the hospital. She said, what are you doing? What are you giving him? She said, not that. She was giving me pot liquor.
Stop.
Putting pot liquor in my bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
53 years later, I've never been to the hospital for nothing major, ever.
Wow.
That's why I like to eat healthy, keep healthy diet and stuff. Like, I have appreciation for it. Saved my whole life. On the other side, they was giving her formula, right? That's why they were so certain I was going to be short and retarded. That was the plan. 50-something years later, black women are still having issues with not dying at giving childbirth. And they still ain't figured that out. I just recently, just going through that story, my mother just recently going, wow, Mom, this is literally a story being talked about right now. I never looked at our situation like that, but I'm looking at it like it's the same thing. Black women more likely to possibly die giving birth in the hospital with complications. Why? Why more black women got to go through this?
All right.
But it becomes sometimes some of these people in that field don't want nobody black to go and succeed. So maybe make it a little bit harder for you.
Yeah.
This was 1970. Wasn't nobody checking them. They were wilding.
No doubt.
So, you know, to have that as a beginning start, that's why I don't have a fear of much things. I had my hardest fight when I got here. They told me, no, that's it. We full, youngin'. Just got here. Nah, it's just me. Nah.
So how was growing up in Jersey?
Jersey is part of the tri-state area. It's like New York, Connecticut, Jersey. Philly is kind of tucked into there a little bit. The culture was all the same. I'm growing up while hip-hop is growing up. From the very, the earlies.
Sure.
Right? The Fat Boys, cassette tapes, shell toes, break dancing. You know how much money I made teaching white kids how to break dance in Caldwell, New Jersey? An insane amount.
Really?
It was dumb.
Yeah.
I was counting thousands of dollars, and I ain't even understand how I was doing. I'm 13, teaching these kids how to break dance. I had a couple classes a week. I had classes that had a couple people in it, and all they knew how to do it was this at the end. Charging the hell out of them, nigga. They hit me with the 20 an hour to learn how to... And to get permission to do some black stuff, I guess. That probably was the feeling. My black friend let me do it.
Right. That's wild.
I was going to deny.
Yeah.
If ever somebody brought up, like, I didn't teach them that. I do this when I pop lock, bro. I don't do that move.
Hilarious. What kind of student were you?
Bored.
Bored?
Yeah. Learn fast. My grandmother was a kindergarten teacher and then also third grade. I had her twice. I learned stuff fast, and so when I'm waiting for everybody else to hurry up in the class to catch up. So yeah, now I'm bored, and that's where the comedy come from. I'm doing characters and stuff, you know. You see
This is the short retarded kid that's bored.
Very. I'm talking about this short retardation that is giving me the business. I really wish they wouldn't have made me like this. Nah, it was, my mother saw that too. I had to go to math competitions for the city in East Orange. And I say it like that, had to go. I ain't want to go.
Right.
They tested the whole school, and then they took the highest scores and picked students from each class to represent the class. They called my name. I was like, for what? Everybody else was happy their name was called. It was like, hey, Jonathan Ma, yay! Sarah said, yay! Cory Miller. Oh, man. I'm mad
Really?
as hell. Yo, it's funny how the stuff that I'm good at, I guess it's a Libra thing. Libras like to learn things and then move on to learn other things.
Okay.
And yeah, man, I didn't want to do math after that. Like, I came home with some awards and stuff. I was like, I'm a math wizard. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Really?
I didn't want to be involved in math
involved.
like that. Clearly, my pockets don't resemble it. I don't. I didn't take that class serious.
You're right. So you involved in other extracurricular activities in school?
I played football when I was little.
Okay.
Because everybody else was little.
Okay.
Past a certain point, everybody else got bigger. I don't want to play no more. No, it's fun when we all little.
Right.
It wasn't too many, like, these were kids. Kids?
Yeah.
Nah, we was all the same size. once you go JV, though,
Start
you
spreading
get
out a little bit.
mushed into the ground. I ain't want none of that action. My mother asked me, actually. She said, so you like instruments. You've been playing drums since third grade. And you like this football. I played 1 year in football. That was it. Championship year. It was in a white city. It was like one of 2 black kids on the team. Championship year. I feel like, all right, we did that. You come back next season? Nah, for what?
Really? So we're done.
I'm a winner, yo. I did football. Next. What's up?
So you say you were moving every few years. Like, how was that adjustment for you, moving in different environments, different kids?
Because my mother made every place like a castle, no matter where we was at.
Okay.
Yeah, interior designer. I didn't know I was in the hood till somebody told me.
Word.
Yeah. I was like, where you stay at? Oh, I'm over on South Harrison. Oh, damn. You over there? Yeah. What's wrong with over there?
Really?
People get shot over there. I was like, yeah, I ain't know that.
Really?
My mother will create an environment inside the house that is just like, we ain't living the way y'all living, I guess, in this 10-story apartment building with pissy hallways, nigga. Our shit is nice inside. You should come see. Matter of fact, don't come see.
Right.
I just said the wrong stuff. Let me shut up. Here go the elevator. Bye. Get the hell on, yo. Jersey is Jersey. It's grimy. People shoot at people. I mean, it gave us everything that those years gave us in the tri-state area. You was hearing about people getting kidnapped and all that stuff. New York had their stories. Jersey had their stories. We got a lot of Italians. A head being found in the bushes wasn't crazy.
Wasn't crazy.
It wasn't. Newark was grimy.
Yeah.
Stuff would happen, and so as a kid, we not watching the news.
Okay.
We really are just seeing stuff as it affects the adults.
Okay.
So you kind of getting it secondhand, but to hear any kids found something was like, oh. Even the the kids being grabbed up and stuff like that. That went all the way to Jersey. We was petrified.
Really?
Bruh. Not go out the house petrified.
Is that right?
And we ain't have the internet.
Right.
Some kind of way that story made it up to Jersey, and we was walking the streets when it got dark. We was like, we was scared, boy. Vans? No Vans was cool to us after that. It was like, man!
Wow.
It's UPS. No, we don't care. We duck behind trees and stuff. Played the drums. Drumline is my life story. Like it was
right?
me. Yeah, I was the kid that didn't know a dad, and I played the drums really well. When I got onto the drum line, I'm challenging the seniors. Like, what's up, bruh? My senior's name was Todd. Todd. I used to challenge Todd. He was nice though. Only thing he had over me, he could read music. We used to battle making beats. We made cadences for the drum line.
Really?
Yeah, that's what you battling. His was very technical. Mine was fun. We battle and we make them and then we name them after our girlfriends. So he had Cookie's beat was his girlfriend. My girlfriend named Melissa. I had Melissa's beat. And he liked playing his. Mine was nice. I had go. The job is to make this Martin Stadium rock, dude. You being technical. He over there making opuses. I'm trying to think what sound like the radio.
Right.
We in Jersey. I'm figuring out how can we play house music. Boom, 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 boom. If we learn one song that's in the houses lineup right now, promise you we're going up. That's what would happen.
Really?
We marched from the school to the stadium playing a house record. Even adults was coming out like, all right. That's Jersey. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't nothing for somebody in Jersey to pull this dance move on you. A man, a woman, a baby, anybody will do this to you. I don't even know what it is. It's almost like a soft crump. Like West Coast got hard crump and Jersey got house, music. It's always up in here.
I was up in there.
Yeah. House music heavy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, all through high school. Like that's our high school parties are packed with house music. And then when I moved to Atlanta, the AUC had big house parties. One of the biggest parties I went to was when, what was it called? The original where the Hawks played.
The Omni.
The Omni. They did a house party in the Omni. The whole floor was the dance floor. And they made stage like a regular concert. Yo, we was in there sweating all over everything. 10 City was there. I give you devotion. But then you get to a kind of like a crossroad because I'm from Jersey and other people that know house music, but I'm in Atlanta now. So to a certain degree, I mean, I'm the only one in here like this now.
Yeah.
Hey, shawty, you lame as hell, shawty. What? Do this at the house.
Too funny. So what'd you do immediately after high school?
Here, came down to Art Institute.
What brought you there? Art Institute brought you
of
there.
Atlanta. I was in a rap group as a dancer. Mom was like, what you doing? Next year, what's happening? It's like, I don't know. Commercial came on TV for the Art Institute. I was like, Mom, know where I'm going to school at.
Really?
She wanted to see the school. We came down here, checked the school out, went to the underground. I battle danced some dude named Crow. Shout out to Crow. It's Atlanta underground legend.
Is that right?
I'm battling him. But he was killing me because I didn't know nothing about yeeking. I was swearing to God this was dirty. I'm here with my mom's, my sister. We're at the underground. We just filled out the papers. We're going to get the student stuff, all this. I'm moving to Atlanta. It's like,
Right.
And this dude came out dancing to some house music. This dude came up out and really decided to give me the business. And I'm like, I could take dude one-on-one. Then two of his friends came. He started separating his head from his shoulders and all of that. I was like, this ain't fair. Hold on, it's three of y'all. Where did this start?
Really?
That's what let me know I had to learn Atlanta culture.
Right.
You're not going to make it.
So that was your first time coming to Atlanta at that
That's
time?
the first trip. Came back, went to Art Institute of Atlanta for a little while. Didn't finish. I started realizing, wait a minute, this building used to be a bank. Yeah, they was robbing us. Me and Speech were there at the same time. Before he started Arrested Development, we were there at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. Then they put us in their Graduate on the Go newsletter. I'm like, I didn't graduate. This is after I finally did Def Jam, 93. I did Def Jam, so I'll go back to visit, and I see my name in the junk like, oh, now I'm a graduate on the go. Because you could throw the HBO credit. Man, I wish you would. I went up there, was like, I need a copy of my diploma. Nah, it's right here. I ain't got nothing on me. You see me right here, though? Yeah. Could y'all hook that up?
Really?
Yeah. Computers was whack back then. Tell somebody anything. They got frustrated and just did it, right?
Wow.
I couldn't get it cracking. It's like, we don't see your recent address. I was like, fuck it.
Wow.
I tried.
Yeah.
Y'all out here trying.
Right.
Y'all tried it.
So what was your introduction to comedy? Like, how to get started?
My best friend on earth right now, my daughter's middle name is Gianna. I was doing stuff with her, short film business and stuff, acting. And she's like, I got a friend, you need to go do stand-up comedy. And her friend walked me into the Comedy Act Theater, because I didn't know nobody. Emil Johnson from Cali.
Okay.
He walks me into the junk. There's an improv group. Sherman Golden's in it, Chocolate's in it, Calhoun is in it, Jamario is in it. Yeah, we had a nice little opening lineup and starters, and so everybody's doing jokes and stuff. We come on Tuesday. Chris Charles was our captain, so to speak. He would lead us in that. He was a regular working comic here from Chicago. Funny as hell. Very funny. Very unique style at that time. Snap his fingers and point and say, put the light over there. Remember that, Bo? Put the light over there. Boy, you'd be terrified if he used to say that. Put the light over there. And he used to do something that I hadn't really seen done. I don't know if he originated it, but I know he dang sure Michael Jackson mastered it. When a comic wasn't funny, he'd say, don't boo him, just jingle your keys. Bruh. Yeah. When I tell you the sound of keys started to trigger people, we ain't even on stage. You hear some keys, you're like, thank you, good night. It was wild back then.
Wow.
We had a great time to cook.
So when they said taking you to the Comedy Act, did you have the intention of going up, or you just going to check it out? Like what?
I was going to do some acting.
Okay.
I was going to do some monologues and stuff. People was like, you going up? I was like, I ain't got no jokes. That's like most of my jokes do have acting or characters in them. That's my base. That's my beef stock when I cook my food. I put the base of the characters in the bottom, a little bit of roux. That's the only way I like doing it. That come out to Richard Pryor, you know? Set up something, throw a character, and let them ride for a while. Do multiple characters if you can. That's where I'm fun at. I'm not a ranting comedian, you know? I'm not I know what I do well. I'll go do that. That's where I got to figure that out at, though. Coming on Tuesday nights in there, because all the big comics was coming through for the weekend. Okay. And they wouldn't even let us in on the weekend. That's how bad it was for the open micers. It was like, what you doing here? Right. I want to watch. You don't get your butt out of here. I see you Tuesday. Really? Well, it was because it was like, prove it. Okay. It wasn't about popularity or not. It was like, who are you? Are you funny enough to be in here with these people? And have them, you buzzing around messing with, we flew this dude in not to have you all over him. Give our guy our space. I mean, this is the beginning of Bernie level and beginning, you know, watching Bernie work out. Kick it. Y'all don't understand. Watching him work that out with the DJ, or when to drop the music and when to go into the thing. Right. To be able to see him work in a nightclub. When the last time you could say, unless you was Chicago or you was really out watching comedy, did you say, I saw Bernie Mac in a nightclub, in a comedy club, in a club doing comedy or set? Right. After introduced by the host. Yeah. After a certain point, there ain't no more of that. Yeah. Yeah, theaters. Yeah. Arenas. Real. So, like, that's why I still like to come to the club. I don't never dispose of the need to go to that place and get it. That's like the karate movie, walking with the buckets of water and all that, you know, the dojo stuff. Right. You do that so that when you do go fight a big fight, everything kicks in. That's what we learned when we was in there. So do you remember where you were or what moment kicked it in when you realized that this comedy thing is what I want to really do? This is me? Last month. I really figured, man, let's go ahead and be for real about this and stop playing. You're playing around, bro. You really got a shot at this. Go do something great. Letting these kids run around you, running laps around you. I can't get a shot at this. I think you should get you a website or something. I mean, start a little page.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna try this. What could worse could happen?
Right. All right.
I mean, look out for me. Look out for me. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be that with you.
Yeah.
Be up there with the big people.
What was your first TV thing? Was it Def Jam? Was it something
Def Comedy Jam.
That was the first one.
1993, New York, son.
How was that for you to go back basically home?
It was weird
to do something like that.
It was weird because I started here. I know New York, I know Jersey, but to go home and get that. Def Jam was Def Jam. I guess it don't matter where you was from. You still had to do the Peppermint Lounge and pass that test in order to go do Def Jam, no matter who you was. And I grew up around the corner from Peppermint Lounge. That 10th floor building I was talking about, around the corner from Peppermint Lounge.
Wow.
Yeah, right there in Orange. So to get there and not get mauled to death, you got all the Queen Latifah groups is sitting over here, Apache and I Need a Gangster. All them is sitting right here, grilling you. You better be funny. How y'all doing? I'm from Atlanta. Only being from there did help me to be able to get through the sets, but that was your rites of passage to get on Def Jam. You got to be able to do the Peppermint. Because it was a small room version of what audience you're going to get at Def Jam. They'll get up and run out the room, too.
Yeah.
In that room, you
yeah.
know? But it was it was Bill Bellamy's room he was hosting in. They'll let you know real fast.
Real fast.
It's Jersey, East Orange niggas. They don't care about your feelings. It's not uncommon to hear come from the corner whilst biting on rib meat. You ain't funny, though. Like, you can hear the rib meat. You can hear him working the words through the ribs. You ain't funny, though. You won't even take the rib out to tell me? That's how little you will pay me of attention. All right.
Too
Don't
funny.
want it to be me.
Yeah.
Thank you for whatever helps me get across a bridge when I gotta go do that job. Because sometimes you just have no idea. You don't know how dope you are, but then you might not have no idea that one person waiting to dismantle your whole.
All right. How about that? So you did something that very few people get the opportunity to do, which was you were in a Super Bowl commercial. Man, how was that experience for you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's I get to LA, I got a TV deal at NBC. Did the audition. I've been auditioning, nothing really hitting. You audition a lot before stuff hit. And so once that hit, I was like, okay, cool. But I have an acting coach. I've been taught the proper way to move around as a professional on set and the whole thing and the tone of the set will move based off who's the star of the event and all of that. I've been told all that in class. But once I walked on the set, buddy, if this was the entire crew on set, everybody in here, good 5 to 10 people, everybody I walked past while they were working all stopped to say, good morning, Mr. Miller. I know you. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking, man, I must know them from the comedy club or something. Nah, just the whole set knew. I thought I was gonna get fired because he asked me to say something, and the way he asked it, it sounded crazy. Acting coach put me on the game saying a lot of people who shoot and directors and producers, a lot of them have never been actors or actresses, so they don't know how to talk to actors and actresses. Okay. They might not know what words to use to get you creatively to where they're trying to see you get to.
Okay.
So you gotta find what's the closest thing to what they've said to you to get there. I learned that was stuck in there. We had a certain part. The line is, I give you $1 million for it. He wants it a little more, but of course can't say it. I guess black. But so he does it. He says, I give you $1 million for it. All right. Did some real artistic stuff. I said, a moment. Got it in my head, real artsy. Thumbs on the nose bridge. Okay, I'm ready to go. I took maybe about a minute. They don't know this. They thought I'm artistically getting it together.
Right.
For 30 seconds, I'm in my head going, damn, I gotta go home. I'm gonna have to go home. I ain't doing that. I am not saying what he just said. Man, damn. I'm gonna have to, wait, call your grandmother first. Call your grandmother first. Who y'all call first? Who gonna pick me up at the airport? All right. You ready, Mr. Cory? Yeah. I'm going home. Once I cuss everybody out, I'm sure I can't stay in this city no more. I'm a wash after this. Somewhere in there, my training kicked in. The lady told me that they don't know how to say it. And that's what I took it for. The man didn't know how to do a good black person impression.
Right.
What does your intellect say, Cory? He wants me to be a little cooler with it, put a little more stink on it. And that is a thing in acting. It doesn't have to be racial.
Okay.
There is a tad bit turning up of the character's delivery of whatever this is. He's a flamboyant character in the NFL, spends his money frivolously. I need a little more of that.
Okay.
It takes too long to say all that, though.
Right.
And they might not even think that up to say that. So what's my job? I got to sort through it. That's your job as an actor. You're a detective.
Okay.
Your job is to go into what they gave you and find out how all this work for your character. Met him in the middle and it worked. All right? You say I give you $1 million for it. Up to the little. What am I going to say? I give you $1 million for it. Ooh, that's a cold beer right there. Goodness gracious. Thanks a lot. Where did you get it? I sure would like one, sir. If you could give me one of them cold beers. It's the way the foam come off of it, sir. I can't quite say I've never had no food like that before, let alone any drink. There was this one time. I did taste out of Master's cabinet. Now, he wasn't supposed to be there for a while, and I knew he wasn't going to come back, so I went ahead and tasted it anyway. And it burned something awful on my tongue. Really hot. I put a bandage on my tongue. Went on back to work. But this ain't that. This Bud Light.
Right.
Can I say that? The world is weird nowadays. Bud Light show up. Mr. Miller?
Hey, man, you said a bandage on your tongue. I don't know where you go from there, man.
I don't know where you go from there. Well, I don't know. Slavery times, I guess we figured out a lot. We ain't have regular stuff. Your tongue hurt, wrap something on that. I don't know.
But could you imagine, though, could you believe at that point, you know, especially after it's aired, you've done it, man, that this kid from New Jersey, you know what I mean, was doing a Super Bowl commercial. I mean, that's like a big deal.
I was 2 pounds. They told me I wasn't going to be born. I wasn't supposed to come in. So everything is that for me.
Okay.
There's not a one moment or it doesn't happen like that. Okay. Being right here is that. Like every moment that I get to do this.
Okay.
There are people who do jobs that really, really whoop their ass. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. And they make a fraction of what I get to go on stage and do this. It's a blessing. It's never to be underscored. Never underscore that. Always put it in the front how big a blessing this is. Then talk your talk. Never wanted to be confused that I'm doing something magnificent and amazing. God the one kept me here. Apparently to make you laugh a little bit and stop being all pissy.
Right. How about that?
Dance a little bit.
That New Jersey swing.
Get your shoulders involved.
Right. How about that? So you've been on many a stage. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're like right now. You're doing tours with Katt Williams.
Yes,
how's that experience for you?
Life changing.
Yeah.
In short, life changing. He is not from here. You know the way you look at Steph Curry?
Yeah.
You ever see Steph Curry just be one night just wetting, and you eventually get to the point you gotta say it out your mouth. That's not. He's not. Ain't no way he's from here. He's not from Earth.
Right.
I've seen a life. I ain't got no one moment. I'm saying I've seen a life that I look at and I go, whew. And God put me right there. Thank you. Let me learn some stuff. That's what is the biggest deal about being around him at all. Mm. There's a lot to learn. The man did a long interview, about 3 hours long. Most people came out with the names.
Yeah.
But they didn't come out with the gems. Mm. And it's 3 hours worth of gems in there. If you decide today to live your life like it's your last for real, making decisions and living your life like that's all you got, just this one day. But you could be a winner. You could be a winner on this day. That's a gem.
Yeah.
But everybody talking about the names of everybody else talking about the names. How did you not get that? That's a life gem. It says what you want out of life. It says a lot about you, what you comment on, post on. People don't realize you think you taking targets at the post. No, you the target. They shot the post at you. You the target. That's you getting triggered. You arguing with people. That's you jumping out your skin. That ain't you commenting on somebody. Nah, bro, that's the...
Wow.
You got hit first. Everything you do after that is ping pong residual after.
Right.
You didn't check nobody. You didn't read nobody. What you doing over here, smarty? If you that smart, that's what I'm saying. Like, get the gyms and get the goodies, and that's what I get a lot out of. Taught me how to play basketball.
Okay.
I ain't never know how to play basketball, bro. Brother be going to shoot ball, I'd be like, all right, then I'll see y'all later. Get out the way. Let me go on. Bo, you remember what happened when y'all invited me to play ball? Bo P and them invited me to play basketball. Him, Lester Bibbs, and they trying to explain to me, Zoo, it's just like the video game. I'm like, nah, I don't know how to play. Don't want me to do this. I don't know how to play.
Right.
They were like, that's all right, Zoo. It's like the thing of needing bodies, I guess. I still don't know how to play well enough. I'm just telling you what I think I know. Maybe they just need a body to stay him. Keep him from running to us. That's at minimum what you get asked for when you can't play. Just tell that guy don't touch nobody. And I can do that really well. I'm nice on defense. I'm a glove. I'll slap that ball out of anybody's hand. Hey, I'm in your shit. I'm an octopus. But that's now, because I learned the game. I watched for a couple decades. Back then, I didn't know.
Right.
We out there playing. I'm down court. I'm down at day basket. For some reason, I missed the play. I'm just getting back up. They all down there scoring. Here come the opposing team towards me. They go, Zoom, stop them. I didn't know how to stop him. I stuck my leg out. He took flight, slid about 8 feet. Got up and went, fire!
Right.
I said, I told y'all I don't know how to play. Oh, that was so awful. I couldn't believe I stuck my leg out like that.
That's hilarious.
I know that's not in the game.
Right. No, that's not in the game.
But you know what I was thinking? As much as I don't know, I do know you get to do something stupid 6 times before you got to sit down.
Right.
It's like, this is only one.
It's just
I got 5 more before I got to stop playing.
too funny.
I might give them on in, too, so I can stop playing. I'm tired.
Right.
I don't be doing this. They be doing this, running up and down the court. That's why I wasn't back with them at the time. I'm like, I'm throwing my lung up.
Too funny.
So stop them.
So you came from an era of comedians, of touring, of hitting the road, you know. How have you adjusted to this current social media?
I haven't, apparently.
Well, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about social media versus on the road? Do you see it, you know, the distinctions?
It's the next wave. What Def Comedy Jam came and did, it pushed a whole lot of other veterans that were on the previous mechanisms to the side.
Okay.
If they wanted to survive, they had to learn how to talk. Def Comedy Jam. We knew a lot of headliners that was before us who hated us coming in. We getting money that they not getting. We on TV. But that's because our culture is having a conversation. And comedy's now available for us. Those guys was from a whole nother conversation. From a generation older than us. When this came in, this is a newer generation.
Okay.
I'm in the beginning watching 85 South grow and cook. Come on through, Zoo. Come on through. They're my little brothers. I love the shit out of them. I'm proud as hell of them. But I didn't want to go and sit in on their conversation because that's their generation's time to have a conversation.
Okay.
I'm the old nigga. What I'm going to do? Sit in the back and be like the dude from, you know what I mean? Let's ask the old nigga in the back. Zoo? You are a resident old nigga. What's up? I didn't want to be that. I love them. I like watching what they doing. And again, what have they done? Created a conversation for their generation.
Yeah.
And they understand each other.
Yeah.
Anybody looking from the outside in is like, I don't like it. Because it's not for you. We got to stop being offended by conversations and things said that wasn't for us. I know when to tap out. I hear a song that be terrible on the radio, but he wasn't thinking of me when he wrote it. Boy, I'm gonna have these old niggas on the floor. Ooh, run that tape back, boy. I'm finna kill these ancient niggas up and fuck your knee up, papa. They wasn't thinking about me.
That's a true story.
You
That's
know who
true.
was? Way too long. Yeah, I get moving. Them dudes definitely think about us. They make songs for old people's need.
Right.
Right.
That's real.
This new stuff ain't for my kneecaps, bro. I already know.
That's real. So last question, man. What's on Cory Zoo Miller's to-do list?
I don't know. I write it and then I forget where I put it. I gotta stop smoking. That's so many notebooks. No, my to-do list has been me. I spent a great deal of time giving of myself to a lot of things that weren't for me. I don't think I lined up and ever said for me. I don't mind though. I love being a part of things. I love sharing. But I think I finally got to a like for me part. My daughter was the for me at the time. She was that. She grown now. She got her own world going on. That ain't my fuel no more. I had a good 20-something years of that as fuel. Now it's a whole different thing. My mom I got to take care of. Now we talking about grown adult fuel.
Okay.
That's different. That's medicine. So I'm learning herbs. I got a juicer at the crib. I'm about to start juicing. If you want to get your juice juiced, go get the fruit and veggies. Bring it by. I juice it. $20. $20. I juice you up right fast.
Right fast.
Yeah, Zoo the Juice Man.
Zoo the Juice Man.
I'm so serious, like y'all think I'm playing. I'll juice up the juice for you right fast, so. I don't trust food no more. You can't trust it. They should have never told us to start reading the labels. Oh my God. We reading these labels, bro. I'm talking about even the hoodest dude from the West End, like, hey, shouted it high fructose corn syrup. You got me pulled up, my nigga. I ain't eating that, my nigga. Yo, everybody's paying attention now. It's hard to eat. So
right.
I figured juicing will at least let me get some of what I need in me and also give me an option so that I don't want to go get the nasty shit.
Gotcha.
I don't know, yeah. Taking care of me, that's what's next.
That's what's up. So last thing, man, I would do end of the top 5. And then we'll do classic conversation Tuesday night. I would do a top 5.
Oh.
I know you're a hip-hop head.
I am.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I remember it was an open mic thing one time. This rapper's doing it, man. You came on the mic and you was like, man, nobody could understand you. And you just bust a whole rap. Just tell them how to. That jump was so dope, man. Man, you just such a creative brother, man.
Shout out Lil Zane. What up, Zigga? Yeah.
So give me your top 5 hip-hop videos
shit.
of all time.
Damn. Dylan. Hip-hop videos?
Hip-hop videos.
Top 5. I got to work up to 5. I don't want to give away the 1.
Okay.
Right? Okay, I'm going to just start grabbing them. Drez, Black Sheep, Engine, number 9. There was a shift in hip-hop right there. There was a shift there was the native tongues, but when that came, it was this thing together. It was something we was doing in the club together with the music. And we also understood that the rappers, we had at least a good 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9 rappers that was helping us grow. That was dope. That's a tribe. We was in a tribe called Quest.
Yeah.
That I love. Busta Rhymes, Hands Where Your Eyes Could See. That cracked everything. Honestly, I want to go ahead and say, 3 and 2 are any Busta Rhymes videos.
Okay.
You can interchange them. Nobody can touch him in hip-hop as far as making videos. He's a problem. He's done stuff people ain't even caught up to visually in a video.
Okay.
Made the fisheye something. Fisheye lens, he made it something. Self-destruction.
Boom. I love
Yes, we urge to merge. We live for the love of our people to hope we get along. Getting the point to our brothers and sisters who don't know the time.
Boy.
So we roll around.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, it's been an awesome conversation. Getting to meet the brother Cory Zooman Miller a little bit more in depth, man. Appreciate you coming uptown, man. Always coming through, rocking the house, brother.
Thank y'all,
Continued success to you, man.
Thank you. Thank all my brothers. Shout out Tyler Craig. Shout out all my fallen heroes in this city. Y'all keep us strong. Love y'all. Sit
down at Uptown with man Cory Zooman Miller, and we out. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, I gotta go to work.